Hello and welcome to my 9 p.m. show. It's Vijay here, and we are talking about a very serious topic, which is about creating a life which is worth living. And it is the third segment of our first module, which I'm going through. It's an online course which I'm creating for all of you. So, you guys who are part of it on a regular basis, you are getting it upfront, and the first person to get it later on, it will be cut as a course, and it will be around 15-hour course which you will get it out, and this is one of the best course you can ever get in, and you are actually part of making. So till now what we have covered is very fundamental thing, and I have gone through a lot of things, so I'll not go through entire detail right now because I've already summarized multiple times. And today I'll come straightforwardly how to find out what is your gift area. That is the most important thing we'll cover today, how to find out your gift area. And once you find out what is your gift area, rest all things will automatically fall in place. That's the first thing we'll cover. All right. So how to find our gift area is the first question. So let me tell you, I'll give you 4 questions here to answer. Once you answer these 4 questions, it will be very easy for you to identify what is your gifted area. In which area are you gifted? So before I go into this, let me talk to some of you. If you are watching me live right now, why don't you guys say where are you joining from, which city you are in from, and let us talk for some time, and then I'll come back again in between, and I'll come. So Meena, let me give you 4 questions which I'm talking about. How do you find out which area are you gifted? God has created unique personalities, and all of us have some unique strength. How to identify those unique strengths is the biggest question, right? So I'll give you some direction to think that how can you find out. The first one which I'll talk about, can you be the best version of yourself is the first question. I'll ask you 4 questions, okay? And we'll take in minute detail. This is the first question. Can you be the best version of yourself is the first question. Second question, are you excited about the work you are doing right now? If you're not excited about the work you are doing, it's not a great situation, isn't it? Because our work life is more than 70% of our life. So we have to enjoy our work. Third point, which I'll ask you right now is, are you investing on yourself to become the better version of yourself? That's very, very important. Third question is, are you investing on yourself to become the best possible version of yourself? Is the third question. Fourth question, which I'll ask you, do you have the patience to complete a project? What I mean to say, starting something is one part of the game, and completing one thing is another part of the game. That is finishing strong. So these are the 4 questions which can help you identify your gift area. Now let me take you each question a little elaborately so that you guys can understand what is the importance of those questions. So first question, if I ask you the question about giftedness area, the best version of yourself. In this regard, again I'll ask you 3 questions. So note it down. These questions have a power, okay? And that's why I'll get it done in a worksheet, which I'll give you later on. Whoever are trying to be part of that course later on, I can enroll you. So the first one is, do you have the skills and abilities that can help others? If you want to identify which area can you grow, whether it is a job, whether it is business, anything you do, there has to be some skill set that can help others. Take an example. What skill set can you carry? Let's say you are a techie guy, you know Java or you know .NET. That's the area which you can actually, this is the area which you can help somebody to solve some problem. Now, I've been working on helping couples to resolve their issues at marriage. I've been helping people to get the clarity in their career. So I am more or less a success coach, success and happiness coach. That's what I can tell you. And in this regard, what I'm talking about, so I can help somebody to solve the problem. That means first question, do you have the skills and abilities to help others is the first question, if you really want to understand. Second question, can you be the best in the world using them? Can you be the best in the world using them? This question, you'll say may or may not be. I will be the best or not. I do not know. But third question can help you to understand this. Can you be the best you in the world using them? That is the most important thing. Whether you can become the best in the world or not, that nobody knows. But can you be the best version of yourself? Absolutely. That is always in my control. And that actually creates a big difference. So whenever you want to know about what is your gift area, I'll ask the first 4 questions, and in that I'll ask this second question. The second question I'm talking about, are you excited about the work you're doing right now? That is the question which is talking about your heart. Where is your heart? If your heart is not there, you will not be able to complete the race. The fourth question I asked, right? Can you finish the race? Only those people who have the heart into the game can finish the race. And question then will come, sir, how do I come to know? How do I come to know about it? Well, greatness begins in the heart, that desire to make a difference. That's an amazing line. You can write it down. Greatness begins in the heart when we desire to make a difference. In fact, your heart will start vibrating. Trust me, you'll start feeling that excitement in you, that inner voice will start resonating with that inner gift. Check it out. Some areas, they say in cricket, right? The ball connected at the sweet spot. Once you connect the sweet spot, there's a sound, and you know that ball is in the boundary. Exactly the same sweet spot is existing in our career. The moment you touch that, your vibrations are different. Your intuitiveness works. Your excitement will be at the peak. And that will be totally different ball game. That means your heart will vibrate. When your inner drive needs to get connected, just to get connected, you'll see a vibration coming up. You can't sit quiet. Check it out. If you're excited about something, try to sit quiet. When you have excitement to share with people, and try to sit quiet, you cannot. You will find somebody to talk, because when you see the pain, you have a solution, and you see pain in people, you cannot resist, but you will talk. Trust on me. If you're a doctor who is passionate about solving people's ailment, and you see somebody in pain, you cannot sit there. You will go and give some medication and solve the problem, isn't it? You cannot sit quiet. That's a symptom that you are actually excited about your work you're doing. That's a simple symptom. Third thing, you'll become proactive. You will take certain initiative which otherwise you will not take, because it's too difficult to push somebody out of their comfort zone. As I talking yesterday, that a comfort zone is such a difficult thing. It is not easy to come out of it if you are really not proactive. And proactiveness comes if your heart is vibrating for this particular idea. And the last one, your soul is looking for a meaning. That's very, very important. Soul typically look for a meaning for the work you are doing, because if I do not get the meaning to the work I am doing, that excitement is missing. Absolutely. So second question which I asked was your heart, and I gave you again 2 to 3 scenarios. Third question, now these are all questions you have to write it down and systematically go through it. Then only you can get maximum mileage out of it. And each of this will need some time, and we do some mastermind to take you through this course. You'll be a mastermind where I'll take you through on a weekly basis how to implement them, because implementation is more important than just listening it passively. Okay. Third question. Now, third question is a mindset on the internal beliefs. So, what is your belief system? It's on around the mindset. In that, what I mean to say, the person who don't believe in him or her is a person who won't invest in themselves. Right. The third question I asked was, can you invest in yourself? Is the third question of mine. And investment can only come if he or believe in himself. See, I have invested a lot on myself. Only reason I invested on myself is because I believe that this is the best investment in the world, because all other investment may fail, but investment on Vijay cannot fail, because it is my life. And if I invest on myself, I am 100% sure. Only reason people hesitate to invest is because they do not believe in their own abilities. They believe in everybody in the world, but when it comes to believing in themselves, they say very less. I mean, they cannot believe in themselves. That's a big challenge they face. All right. Now, a person who believes in himself, you'll see, in childhood, I was struggling in the belief. If you ask me, I never invested. After my investment started after post IIT days. Post IIT days, I started believing in myself. And I said, man, I have to invest a lot. And every year, in fact, if you want to understand whether you believe in or not, let me ask you this question. Check out your entire year's credit card or debit card bill, whichever is your way of shopping, and check it out how much money you spend on your personal growth, whether it is your technical skill or non-technical skill. Either way, it is fine for me, but have you invested somewhere? If not, that shows to me there is a belief problem. There's not intent problem, there's not desire problem, it is a slowly belief problem. Because if you do not believe in yourself, you will not have the courage to spend money. In fact, I spend more than 30 to 40% of my investment on my personal growth. That's a typical budget I have for myself. Now, you don't have to do that. How about beginning with 5 to 10%? I think that's a good idea. If you can start spending 10% on your personal growth, you will take much ahead in your life. You'll be far more ahead. Now, here, if I ask you a simple question, so let me ask you a few questions regarding your belief system. First question, are you willing to bet on yourself? Is my first question right now. You can write it down. Are you willing to bet on yourself? So I'll give you these 4 questions. It's a very important question. Okay. If answer is no, why don't you believe in yourself? In my first question, why don't you? Is it because you have some limiting beliefs? Because of past failures? If that is the case, do you want to limit your life because of your past failures? Past cannot be changed anyways. Whatever has happened and gone. Why do you want to limit yourself on your past failures? Is my first question I'll like to ask you. Third question, if you said no, if you said yes, then I'm willing to bet on myself, then check your last 1 year's expenditure report and be very transparent. Did you really spend? Because many times what happens, we all believe, yeah, I believe in myself. But when I say, okay, show me your bill, how much you invest on yourself? Very few people actually have some tangible things to show. What does that show to me? Actions are not matching the words. There's a disconnect. And whenever there's a disconnect, there's a problem. That's the third thing which I wanted to say to you. Then write down your 5 strength areas. If you're willing to bet on yourself, I'll ask you next question. Write down your 5 strength areas. And this is a question which people actually find very difficult to do. If I tell them write down your 5 weak areas, that is very easy to find out because the society has been showing you your weakness for so many years. But when it comes to showing your strength area, very few people can show you your strength area. So I'll say write down your 5 strength areas, okay? And then, why do you believe they are your strengths? That's the second question. Do you have result to show or just you believe in it? Because I know a lot of people have strength area, but they don't use that strength. That strength is dormant. Anything which is not used will one day perish. It's like muscles, right? You don't use it, it's gone. Muscles cannot stay there. You have to build it up. If you don't use it, they're gone. And then if you know your strength area and you believe in them, then my next question would be, can you convert those strength into your profession? Because if you can convert your strength into profession, it will work for you. If you cannot convert your strength into profession, that means to me that you are finding very difficult because you don't have clarity problem. In that case, the first thing I'll recommend you is, why don't you do one thing? Career impact assessment is the first step for your clarity of goals, because that will give you 7 parameters about you that can help you get a clarity about your goals, about your life. Very, very important. And the fourth question which was there is about resources. That's the fourth question which I asked. So no doubt you already have many resources in the world. I'm sure you have your own resources. All of us have resources, because that's the fourth question I asked to begin with. How do you find out? I repeat again and summarize the 4 questions I started with. The first question I started with, can you be the best version of yourself? Was the first question. If you want to find out what is your gift area, this is the first question I asked. Second question I asked, are you excited about the work you are doing? And in that also I asked you a couple of questions. And third question I asked was, are you investing in yourself? And you don't have to believe, you have to show me, because action matters. Intent, everybody has great intent, but intent is not good enough. We have to do intentional. We have to be intentional to make things happen, isn't it? That's very, very important. And then I said, do you have patience to finish things strong? If you have patience, then only things can work out. And I've already given you the answers for it. And the last point which I was talking about is about resources. All of us need some resources. And how do you get resources? Which resources can you talk? I can connect to you a couple of resources. The first resource I'll talk about is identifying your own strength. And for that, this is the best investment you can do. I have invested in myself in this area, and that helped me tremendously. If you have not gone through a career impact assessment yet, drop me an email at Vijay. I'll send you my email ID right now, so you can drop me an email and I can help you out how to do it. So this is my email ID. If you have interest, let me know. I can connect you and I'll help you out. VIG. Here it is my mail ID. You can drop in an email to me, vijay@pim.org.in. You can drop me an email and I can connect to you how to get your career. I have a couple of resources for you. Career impact assessment, leadership assessment, communication skill. I do a lot of workshops in communication area, conflict handling, because leader communication is what I believe in today's world. If you cannot communicate what you're believing, your all talent will be with you. And the fourth point, which I wanted to cover in this whole topic, was trying won't help you to accomplish anything great. If you want to succeed, just trying cannot help you. You need to go beyond trying. You'll say, what do you mean by trying? Now let me tell you. All of us at some point in time would have said, I'll try my level best. Yeah, I'm sure I have said it myself. But then one day I realized, is this a good vocabulary to say? Then I realized, no, it is not a good vocabulary. Why? Because when you say I will try my level best, what you're trying to say me is this: I will put my effort, but I will not take responsibility of the results. Now tell me one thing. If you don't take responsibility of the results, will you get results? Is it possible to get results without taking the responsibility of the results? And that's the biggest error people do. So when you say I will try it, what it shows to me is that you're not confident about bringing result. And when you're not confident about bringing result, you cannot succeed in your life. Then you'll say that, Vijay, what do? Change the vocabulary. The vocabulary is, I will get it done. It is done deal. These are the words you use. So the moment you say this word, I will do it, it will unleash tremendous power inside you. You'll see that this sudden powerhouse. You say, I'll get it done. The moment you say, I'll get it done, your brain is looking for solutions. If you say, I'll try it, your brain is not looking for solution anymore. Your brain is saying, okay, it doesn't matter. It's just I'm giving a try for my level best. Comes or not comes. It means your effort will be half-hearted. Whereas you say, I'll get it done, now that doesn't mean you'll not fail. Understand? When I say you'll get it done, it means you may fail, but that is fine. You have given the full through effort, because it's like winning not to lose versus winning, playing to win. Big difference. Playing not to lose and playing to win. The mindset is altogether different. In one case, you want to get it done. In another case, you're just playing. You don't want to lose, so you'll be defensive side. So you have to be on the offensive side to succeed. So I'll give a very good equation. Write it down. It can help you out. Commitment is equal to, so I'll send to all of you. This will be a good one. You'll love it. So let me send it to you right away here. It's in different view. So commitment is equal to, if I give you, this is what it will look like. Desire, you should have a strong desire for sure. Dedication, commitment is equal to desire plus dedication plus focus plus whatever it takes attitude. No matter what happens, I will get it done. And that is the most important. While trying, I'll give you a very interesting line. While trying is filled with good intentions, doing is the result of intentionality. Amazing line. You can write down this also. It's a very good line. It will help you to you like this line. So note down this line as well. It is an amazing line for the day. You can take it up. While trying is filled with good intentions, and doing is a result of intentionality. Big difference. So that's what I wanted to cover today. So if you want to get done today, what I covered today was you have to have a basic mindset of finding out your strength area. In that, I asked you 4 questions, and then I told you that if you want to do something great, you have to have a mindset of getting it done versus a mindset of I'll try it. So I will try, it will not help you. And I've given you a few questions for it. Go through them, and if anybody is there, I would like to talk to you for some more time before we wind up the today's session. So if you're watching me live, why don't you say, what is your learning today? What is the most important learning today? Gautam, he's from Orissa, enjoying the session. Thank you, Gautam. Keep learning. I'm sure it is adding value to you. That's great. If anybody has any question before I go, what is your biggest takeaway today's session? What did you like the most? So if you can say this, and then I can wind it up. Something which you believe you can apply it right away to finding out your gift area and the attitude of getting it done versus I will try my level best. So from today onwards, I want to remove one sentence from your vocabulary. I will try my level best. Start saying this word, I will get it done. Now that doesn't mean you will not fail. You will fail despite that also, but it is fine. I mean, we'll just get it done. Our best effort is this. So that's what I wanted to cover. It was great talking to you. Anybody else, if you have anybody to share excitement before I wind up, just I'll stay for another 2 minutes so that if anybody is saying anything, I can check it out, few messages, and then I will log out. All right, some of you are there online. If you're online, why don't you share some of the messages before I log out? What did you learn the most? What you can apply right away? And that's it. All right, I see some of you are sending the messages. That's great. All right, so I think we're done for the day. Thank you so much. I look forward for a more further message later on.